Nice.
Let's talk about, you look very bronzed.
I am bronzy. I did a little bit of a, for the first time ever, I did a spray tan. Usually I do like the bronzer a little bit on top of my like normal skin tone. And
That's very fast intimacy with somebody.
it really is. It really is an awkward, very quick getting to know someone.
Who's the lucky sprayer?
Her name was Jennifer. She was lovely, but
what if she was like Bob?
It was Bob. Yeah, no. It was
what
funny.
did Mark and the kids think about?
Well, it was funny because I'm in the bathroom there, you know, by myself with the lady spraying me.
May I ask you what were you wearing? Because do you wear the underwear or the bathing suit?
Well, you know. Yeah, let's leave that alone. But my baby walks in, you know, they're knocking on the door like, what are you doing in there so long? Because they always want to be with you. And I said, let them in, let them in, let them in. And my son looks at me, he's like, Mommy, you're brown. I go, yeah, baby, I got a spray tan. He's like, you're chocolate. I was like, I can't believe you're turned into chocolate. It was like a big thing for him.
That was beautiful.
So
you were there was like I was saying some beautiful chocolate on the carpet at the Golden Globes. You and Halle Berry together. Boom.
She is gorgeous. Wow.
Ricky Gervais getting a lot of heat.
Is he?
Globes.
Well, you know, he's very gutsy. It takes a lot of guts to get up there and make the comments he made and go for that type of comedy. I'm sure in his mind it was all in good fun. And it was, but there were some awkward, you know, in the room, being in the room, it was like,
yeah.
You know, there's like kind of a lot of that.
Looking at other
oh my
people
God, I was like,
okay
I started looking around like, oh my God, are they here?
Yeah.
That's awful. I hope they're not here. You know what I mean? Then when I go backstage to present, I'm backstage with Alec. We're about to walk out. And Ricky shows up, and I said, listen, I will kill you. Do you understand? I am from New York. My husband fights. We fight. We both fight. We will beat you up after the show with a couple of, you know, bleeps in there.
And he took
he was
the warning.
kind to you. He was. He's like, oh, don't worry. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
He took a light shot at you, right?
He did. He's like, it's funny. It's funny. I said, let me see your card. I swear. I swear. I mean it, Ricky. I'm not playing with you. And he's like, oh, you're going to love it. It was funny.
What crossed the line? Did anything cross the line for you? Was there a joke that was too much?
No.
You're okay with it all?
No. I mean, look, I've been the butt of jokes literally for so long. You know, it's kind of like when you're out there, you gotta kind of expect that. You know, everybody doesn't get to be, you know, kind of untouched always. You know, they're gonna poke fun at you. It is what it is. You know, we like to keep it above the belt. He may have hit one or two below the belt.
But they were funny. I'm sorry.
The what?
They were funny when he did it, like watching it at home.
I'm sure people at home were enjoying it more than the people
in the room.
In the room,
be caught laughing a little bit.
I would have punched up the laugh track if I was producing the thing. Like, hey, whoa.
It was tough. It was some comments were tough.
Your kids, you were talking about them. I love that they want to follow you wherever you go. They're approaching 3.
Yes.
So you're in the trenches right now because this is a tough age. What are they up to these days? What's the latest?
Oh, my.
You know, lots of,
They're delicious.
He really is.
Oh, little Max right there.
He's getting his face painted at that Gucci thing.
The Gucci shots? Oh,
yeah.
my God, they look so gorgeous, delicious in those.
Thank you. It was funny. It was very candid because they would not cooperate. Obviously, it was a day at the beach for them.
I saw you at the AMAs at that rehearsal a year ago.
Right, with Emmy.
Your daughter she's just running around having a good time.
Yeah.
So seems to, happy with herself.
They're they're so used to being around so many people. They're very comfortable kids. They're very happy. Obviously, they're very loved. And so, they're good. They're, like any kids. They get rambunctious at times, and they're at the point now where you have to start really disciplining them and figuring out, for me, first-time mom, how I'm going to discipline them when they're like, no. And you're like, no? What do you mean, no? I'm mommy. What I say, we do. And, that's not a given. But is what I'm learning.
Who's more the disciplinarian? You? Does Mark weigh in?
Me more. I mean, he's more like, we're going to go get daddy. I'm going to tell daddy, you know what I mean? But I'm the one who's always kind of like with them and telling them, what they should be doing and not be doing, and going to bed and eating and all that kind of stuff.
Do they realize the fame thing yet with both you and your husband?
I was at the Globes, and they were watching, and they got a text. They were like, Emmy saw me, and she's like, "That's my mommy." I don't think she's thinking about it yet. I don't think either one of them think about it very much.
What is Mark's great triumph as a dad? Like, what is he great at? Is it an omelet?
Everything. No. You know what he's great at? What he was great at, what made me marry him, I think, is he can make anybody laugh. And he makes those babies laugh. I tell you, I try to do it, and I just come off really corny. You know, I'm like, try to do what he does, and they're like, not so much, Mom.
Oh, cute.
But he makes them laugh like until they're doubled over. With the, you know when babies laugh like that, everybody in the room is just beaming, and he does that for them.
And when Mommy's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Happy wife, happy life,
but
baby.
So no mommy guilt. I got a little bit of the mom guilt down there. So you do have it. I don't see you having it, which is I want to learn from.
Yes. No, of course I do. I don't think there's any working mom who doesn't feel like they want to be there for their kid every single minute. But when you work, it's tough, you know. And at the end of the day, you have to think, you know, if I'm fulfilled as an individual, I will be a better mom, you know. And that's what I try to think. I'm also showing them, you know, I work hard, you know. It's not just a walk in the park to be in this business, you know. And I feel we're showing them what it is to work hard, what it is to be dedicated and committed to something, and that can only help them in their lives in the future, I hope.
And there's 3 prongs to this. There's the working mom, there's at home with the kids, and then there's alone time with your husband.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's another job all into itself. I think you have to really, you know, it's funny, it's a juggling act for women, right? You got to throw all these balls in the air and figure it out. But, yeah, the kids kind of come first. And then, you know, you have your husband. I'm like always like with the kids, and I'm go, let me go check on Mark. Let me see what he's doing. Let me make sure he's okay. Did he wake up? Maybe I'll bring him coffee. Maybe I'll do this. You know what I mean? Just trying to always stay connected. I think it's very important for he and I, especially because we both have very busy schedules and we have the kids who are a priority, you know, to kind of always, you know, check in with each other and make sure, like, are you okay? And then be like, no, miss you.
Yeah.
Let's try and get some time together really soon.
Any more kids possibly down the road after Idol?
I don't know. We'll see.
2's a lot.
Yeah, 2 is. Look, I would love it. I would, if I got pregnant. If that happened right now, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm pregnant, everybody. I'd be so happy. I don't know if it's going to happen for us or if, you know, I would plan it like, let's have another baby right now. Because I have, like right now, I'm just getting back into the groove of working again. And I missed it. I love it. You know, it was such a huge part of my life for so long. You know, it's so much a part of who I am, you know, and you lose that for a little while when you have the babies. It's all about them, and it's just like, you know, miracle time, you know.
Your life.
Yeah. And
you love them, but
but it's miracle time, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, what about me? What am I doing, you know? And then you have to kind of, and then it becomes the balance, like you said, the guilt, the this.
It's a 4-letter word, that balance, but we do the best we can.
Yeah.
Let's talk American Idol for a second. Yeah. Idol's back tomorrow night. Everybody's, you know, Ellen DeGeneres, when she was a judge, she had a hard time criticizing people. And she's just such a nice person that just any kind of criticism was tough for her. What about you? What's your style? You know, our style is more, and I say our style because it's a very collaborative table now. Like, I like talking to the other, you know, judges. I'm like, and I lean over to Steve, and I'm like, oh, it's blowing me away right now. Are you feeling that? Are you feeling that like I'm feeling that? And he's like, not feeling it. You know, we disagree, we whatever. But I just feel like, you know, because we do what they do, we actually have performed, we've actually made records, we've actually had careers in this, we have a really clear point of view and a really, really strong opinion, and that comes through. So we're very honest. We're very honest because I think it's more cruel to just not tell them the truth. Right. Do you know what I mean? Sure. And so we find a way to tell them. You auditioned in your life. Oh, my God, it's awful. Do you remember an audition that kind of broke your heart? You were crying in the hallway? So many. I mean, you have to audition so much in the beginning. You know what I mean? It's just one thing after the other, 3 in a day, 4 in a day, and that's how it is. And so, yeah, I remember how crushing it can be. And so I don't want to do that. I don't want to crush spirits. But at the same time, I want to be honest. And sometimes the truth hurts. How many kids come in there singing your songs? Oh, God, a few did. And Steven, too. He would just cringe every time they would say they were going to sing one of his songs. He just like... testing your will to shut them down.
some of them were great and some of them weren't. Like one girl sang, If You Have My Love So Beautiful. She kind of put her own kind of like almost like a Sade spin on it. And it was so beautiful to hear the song like that. And I love that. And then somebody came in and sang Jenny from the Block and butchered it. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? So it's like you never know what you're going to get. And the same thing with Steven. They'd sing like, you know, Don't Want to Miss a Thing or you know, something that, what's that one that has, Dream On.
Dream On. Oh, don't. That's for him only.
For him only. And so, but some people come in and sing it amazing, and some people just, again, butcher it.
Anybody come just to meet you? I mean, you're a superstar. You got to think about the judges before. Well, you didn't really know. Now, for you, I think I would just come in to look at you.
Right. No, I don't know.
Stick around.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody did that. They didn't let on. But I do know that when they walked in, they thought they were prepared. But then when they got there, they were like, I was not prepared. I thought I was prepared. I thought I was good, but now I'm not good. And we were like always wanting to calm them down and always wanting them to, if they were the next idol, be their best, you know?
That's overwhelming. Coming in, you're facing Jennifer Lopez and Steven Tyler and Randy. I mean, that's just a little overwhelming.
Right.
Not the dog. The dog's not overwhelming. It's the dog. He's like, you know, he's going to say something kind. I would think, because you've been watching J-Lo and Steven Tyler.
Well, that's what some of the things that they would say sometimes. You know, like, we have been watching you, blah, blah, you know.
What did you learn about? What have you learned about Steven
Give
Tyler?
Us a nugget
that
about
nobody knows. That you were surprised to learn about him.
I was surprised, and I've said this before, but I was surprised at how soulful he is. I just didn't expect that. I thought he was going to be like a crazy rock and roller, you know, that whole, you know what I mean?
That whole
like,
business.
Yeah, but he's actually a very soulful person, and he's very
like he did
vulnerable. No, like meaning like
yoga?
He's just soulful, meaning he's very deep. You know, his art. You can see that why he's an artist. It comes from a very deep emotional place from him. He's very emotional, and he'll tear up. You know, just I think I'm the only one tearing up, and I look at him, and he's got tears in his eyes, and just he feels things very deeply, and that really surprised me. I just thought he was going to be like a kooky, crazy, rock and roller, and very, very, three-dimensional.
Steven tears? We're going to get tears from Steven Tyler?
Tears
this
from
is
him.
good. Man tears are giant ratings.
Billy cries all the time.
But
man tears, yeah. I don't know if a tear ever actually fell. But
it's early. It's early.
Lots of welling. Lots of welled up moments.
Talent. How's the talent so far this year?
Amazing. Honestly, I've been watching the show since it started, and honestly, I feel really proud of what we did, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, we found these people.
Have you ever had a conversation with Simon Cowell about judging or about television and maybe doing his show instead of...
No, yes.
Yes.
No, yes, and no.
Honesty.
And I got to follow.
Yes.
Honesty.
Here's the thing. We never talked about judging, but it was funny when he was on Idol, because we were friends. Me and Mark and Simon were friends. We'd text him and be like, "You cannot let her go! Huge mistake! Say something nice about her right now so the people don't vote her off." We do things like that.
Did he ever answer you in commercial?
No.
Simon's like,
No, but then he'd be like, then we'd notice that he'd say something. We're like, that was us. But we don't know for sure.
So you never talked about it the other show?
No. Yeah, we spoke about X Factor.
About doing it?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I thought this was the right choice for me.
You've always loved Idol.
I've always loved Idol. I love it.
Will you do Glee?
Will I do Glee? It's funny. Ryan Murphy and I had a meeting, I guess it was a year ago now. It was a while ago when the rumors first came out. It's because we had a meeting. And we sat down, and he's like, I need to figure out. I want you to do it, but I need to figure out what exactly I want you to do. And I said, you know what? There's no pressure on this. We're two people who want to work together. I'm a huge fan of the show. I'll do it whenever you ask me to. Just make it good. Make it something that's going to matter. And he was like, okay. And it's funny because I saw him at the Globes at one of the after parties for Fox, and he was like, we're still going to do this. And I was like, whenever you call me. He's like, I just want it to be the perfect thing. I was like, yeah. Of course. He's a perfectionist, as am I, and so we're good with waiting for the right moment.
He did great with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
That was a great guest appearance.
Absolutely.
Maybe too great. Now we got a little time go by.
It's okay.
Follow right up on it.